In the heart of a small, forgotten town stood a dilapidated house on Elm Street. Its windows were shattered, its shutters hung loose, and its walls whispered tales of decay. No one lived there, but it was never empty. The townsfolk called it the House of the Shadow. According to legend, a man named Elias Grady once lived there. Elias was a recluse, known for his strange habits and his obsession with collecting mirrors. They covered every wall, reflecting his gaunt figure as he wandered through the house. One fateful night, Elias vanished. No one saw him leave, but something remained. A shadow, dark and fluid, moving across the mirrors as if it had a life of its own. The first sighting came a week after Elias disappeared. A group of teenagers dared each other to sneak inside the house. They laughed as they climbed through a broken window, their flashlights casting shaky beams across the room. Then they saw it. A shadow, not attached to any of them, gliding across a mirror. It paused, as if noticing them, and then leaped to another mirror. Panicked, the teens ran, but one, Marcus, was too slow. The others heard his scream as they fled, but when they returned with help, he was gone. Only his flashlight remained, lying shattered on the floor. After Marcus's disappearance, the legend grew. They said the shadow in the house was Elias, his soul trapped in the mirrors. It could mimic voices, lure people in, and once it caught you, it pulled you into its world, into the mirrors, never to return. Years passed, and the house remained abandoned, avoided by all. But urban legends always attract the curious. One night, a young woman named Clara, new to the town and fascinated by its dark lore, decided to investigate. Armed with a camera and a strong sense of skepticism, she ventured into the house. The air inside was heavy, as if the house were holding its breath. Clara's footsteps echoed unnervingly loud. She began snapping photos, her camera's flash illuminating the decaying interiors. Then she noticed something strange in the pictures, a shadow that wasn't there when she took them, moving from mirror to mirror. "Hello?" she called, her voice trembling. A whisper echoed back, mimicking her tone perfectly. "Hello?" Clara's heart pounded. She moved toward the nearest mirror, her reflection clear and sharp. But as she stared, another face appeared beside hers. It was hollow-eyed, its mouth twisted in a grin too wide to be human. Before she could scream, the shadow surged forward, its dark tendrils reaching out. The townspeople found Clara's camera the next day on the front porch. The final photo showed her standing in front of a mirror, her face frozen in terror. But something was wrong. Her reflection was smiling, even though she wasn't. From then on, every mirror in town seemed to carry a faint, lingering shadow. And if you stared too long, you'd swear it was watching you, waiting for its chance to escape. The house on Elm Street still stands, its mirrors intact, but no one dares enter. They say the shadow is still there, growing stronger, waiting for its next victim. And once it has your reflection, it will never let you go.